Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Stock Market Insights. Once again, this is Miss JD, and I am here to review your requested stocks. And it's a bit late, but at least we're still consistent. We want to make sure that we're always recording our daily insights so that we are prepared for the next day. So we're just a few hours before market opens, and I'd like to first of all, uh, if this is your first time to watch this video, I'm inviting you to click the subscribe button and then the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. And if you see these comments, um, you're also welcome to drop a comment and request your stocks so I can prioritize your request in my next review, similar to what the others have done here. So I'd like to recognize, of course, our consistent subscribers who are dropping by to send their messages. So thank you, Benjamin. Benjamin requested for FGEN, SEC, FGEN being a renewable, under a renewable energy type of business, and SEC is a coal fired plants. With coal fired plants, so this is a mining company in the country. Okay. Next is Jan. Jan said thank you. You're welcome, Jan. Marco Barin. Hi, Miss JD. Thanks again for the diligence. Please include the symbols next time. Yes, these are included. Thank you, Miss JD. Can you try Mac 2 from Billy? Benjamin also dropped a comment again about Emperador. It's a stock ripe for breakout as it's posted record 3Q earnings. Let's see. I'll check that out too. And Ann Lim also dropped a comment. Thank you, Miss JD. Hope you won't get tired of reviewing my request. Newbie here and learning a lot from you. You're always welcome, everyone. Guys, you're always welcome to drop a comment. I enjoy reading them. Sometimes I don't get to reply, but I definitely uh, shout out your comments here in our video. I now I have already compiled all these requests, and I'll prioritize them now. And I also got a message here for in our Instagrams, and he also requested forgot his name. From whence? There, ICT and AGI. Okay, I got you covered. So let's get started. Let me just. Okay, so let's continue now. PSCI first. Let's talk about the index. What happened to the index? Okay, so it has been the third day since we experienced some slowdown in the momentum or in the uptrend. So looks like we still have more people taking profit in their positions for the major players in the market. So as you notice, this is the index. So all the stocks, there are around 30 plus stocks in the index, are currently experiencing some correction or some declines, probably because majority of them have been rallying for the past week, and now people are already taking profit because um, we're seated at a resistance area, as you can see right here, right? So that's a short-term resistance, and that is just fine because it's not also good to have a drastic, right? A drastic increase or drastic drop. Look at what happened here. Not a good, not a good story, really, when it significantly dropped. But I think this is fine, at least for those people who may have not entered yet. This is our chance, especially um, those people who are relying on their salary to add more funds. Then at least we have the chance to add more volume into our chosen stocks. 'Cause there are a lot of promising setups right now, especially in the index. Okay, so this is what we're seeing. Um, Probably it'll revisit an area very near your MA20 level. So this is the next possible support I am looking at. Reason being is I see this resistance area, resistance here as well, which was previously your support at this point. So watch out and see if 6,170 will be revisited. Okay, let's check out ICT first. Okay, ICT. Um, so we're still respecting our MA20 line over here, right? But this, if we're just going to look at the observe the direction throughout the pandemic time, which is from March, right? So we experienced the decline before the pandemic happened, but right during the pandemic itself, a few days after, we have been rallying. So what I am trying to say here is that any moment from now, we might be experiencing a breakdown in the price. In fact, this MA20 could experience some breakdown. Um, Try to check this out. Your momentum is slowing down. While the price level was going up over here, your RSI is dropping. So we have to be extra careful. Although it is still respecting your MA20 for the past how many days, at any point in time, this crosses one whole candlestick, goes beyond or lower than the MA20 line, maybe ending much lower than this key level over here, then that is something that you need to be mindful of because it might continue to go down. But this is the support I'm looking at. If it overshoots, you have a threshold of how many? Like 40 cents from where it is at right now. Okay, so this is the current support. But if you'll ask me, is it still fine to enter? If you're merely trading this stock, I suggest uh, wait for it to retrace. Probably that's a much healthier uh, setup because I already find this a little bit on the expensive side already. It's been climbing significantly for how many months now? Okay, AGI. AGI is currently giving you guys a chance to find your entry. In fact, what I see right here is a possible support right at this key level, 768 area. And if it drops up to that level. But this, let's see if this is a good indication that it is going to bounce. Let's see, let's try to use a Fibonacci tool from here up to here. So if you're going to use up to this area, so you have one here that could be a possible area of bounce and another one here. But still use this line that I plotted. That could also be a big possibility as a next possible area of bounce. So this red one over here from 789, 768, 744. The hard stop that I suggest you guys consider would be the MA20 line. If it goes lower than the MA20 line, uh, stay away for now because I think it might continue to drop. And we don't know how deep it could drop, but uh, the healthier level is, of course, our MA20. When we are moving much higher than MA20, normally when it goes down, MA20 is a bounce area. Okay, so let it rest for a while if it needs to rest. So this one, um, my nearest bet here is 768. Okay, FGEN. I saw the chart before this and we had a significant increase in the price with a good volume over here. Foreign buying also is really good. Okay, it was 120 million on foreign buying. So what I can say here is that try to check this area. Okay, we're just provisioning a possibility that people will be taking profit because 10.98% is a big increase in just a day. So if they will be taking profit, try to catch it right at this level, 27.57. That's a good area. So I don't know, 29.50. Oh, this is a 52-week high. See that? It even reached a 52-week high. So definitely this is a breakout play. So just in case it fluctuates and give you a chance anywhere from 27.57 to 29.30, that is a good area. Even though it's already at the overbought level, I feel like because there is volume, chances are it will not easily be um, negated if people will be taking profit. It is not going to easily die down in terms of momentum. So there would be a big possibility that you will have some more bullish movements for FGEN. And the nature of the business, it being a renewable energy, right? So as what Benjamin mentioned, right? It's really the direction of the future. So very good and promising potential ahead of us, especially for businesses like this. SEC. SEC, even though there was a decline, one thing that I can uh, mention here is the fact that they give out good dividends. And if dividend is still going to happen, and you enter at this level, and if you're okay to stay in a midterm wise to long term, uh, you're at a perfect timing, right? Provided it does not break down in price. Our hard stop would be around 9 point. Let's say it does a triple bottom right here. You will be at a, imagine that. What is 10% of that? 9 pesos is 0.90. And if it continues to give this every year, you get more than 10% if you're just relying on the dividend. Okay, but what I can say at the moment is that MA20 is about to experience a breakdown in price. So chances are there will be a lot of opportunities for it to go down. I mean, a possibility for it to go down some more. And that, if you're looking into SCC as a promising setup, let it dip first and let it find its support. And you know that when it drops, the previous resistance, the previous support could be revisited. And where could that be? One is right over here before it even does the triple bottom. So this is another area. It could be a slightly lower or slightly higher, but definitely around 10 peso level. It could go as low as that area and then probably bounce there. But if there is a breakdown, then around the 9 peso to 9.19 level would be your next support. So locate these key levels and then watch out what happens right in those area. Okay, so we were lucky that we have personally I've exited around 1184 here. So a few days later, because I noticed by that time I forgot which day I exited. I think it was this day or this day around 1184. Because I noticed that the candlestick is starting to become smaller and smaller as we're also seated right at a possible resistance. So I said, okay, momentum is starting to feel uh, a decline, sort of weakening in the momentum. So I already exited. So and then consolidation happened right here. I thought there will be some more push in the price because sometimes when it consolidates at the resistance area. And if there's volume and if there's really strong sentiment, it will break the resistance. But second day, yesterday it was red, but probably this is because of, do we have a news right here? Yeah, there's really no news. I'm not sure what happened to SEC. Let's see what happened to, what were the people saying about SEC? $ SEC. What may have caused this? I'm not really very prompt in the news because we have work and this is the only time I get to read these things. Where are you? Where's my mouse? There. Oh no, so it has been on a selling spree for the past how many days now? What happened? What was the news all about? Oh yeah, this one I remember. Profit down. So that may have caused it. They were badly hit in Q3. See? But there wasn't any. Maybe it will be released soon. Okay, so that's it. That was the reason. So fundamentals really hit them the most. Okay, so next is PHA. PHA is still pushing the price higher. Interesting. But we are already in the overbought level. But if you are to check this, there's still momentum, still moving higher. But soon enough, I think you have to be extra careful because this is a steep increase in the price. So I see that there could be some more push in the price, but not that much anymore. Look at this, around 13%. That's what I'm seeing. Next possible resistance, because if you screen to the left, the next resistance is here. Used to be a support and then resistance. So it can push the price higher, but definitely we will be encountering some slowdown soon, around 0.4148. Nickel. Nickel also is, looks like, let's see if it will break this previous resistance right here. Let me just put it a little higher. Okay, let's have this as our next resistance, because if you screen to the left, you have here. This is a resistance area. It used to be a support, resistance, resistance, and so if you are to continue to push the price higher, it could be around 4.13, which is 8%. Not very ideal. Next possible area of drop would be here. That could be our next support. So if you are to check that, so 9% against 8.78, because this is not yet done. We're not 100% sure, but this is still a uptrend. Momentum is so present. So if you are to create that line, we have to be very, very careful because this is your ascending support. So it should not break that. Okay, so use that line as your imaginary or what term do they use? Psychological support. So use that as a support area. However, if it breaks that, your lowest point should be around here. This is your next support. But I suggest you don't have to wait for that because that is already an 8% drop if you're going to enter right now. right? But definitely, I'd say this is already heading a more expensive setup. So you have to be very quick in timing the market. Make sure you take action really quick because we're very near the resistance already. Okay, next is ACEN. ACEN is giving us a sign of weakness. We have a doji right here. This is a doji. When I say a doji, it looks like a cross. Started at that level and then also ended at that level. It actually did a gap up. This is a gap up. It ended here today, opened with a 1.04% increase, and then ended in that area as well. So that's a doji. But definitely, let's see the RSI. It's still moving higher, but I just don't like the candlestick. It's a doji. A doji, when it comes out near a resistance area, that could also mean a possible change in direction. So maybe it is already feeling it, um, and so be extra careful, right? Uh, in case it breaks the 392, that's a different story. You have a breakout play in that case. But between the breakout and the breakdown in price, I'd say I want it to retrace first before it takes off again. At least, we could build some more momentum right there. It will pull back the RSI at a much healthier level, because it's scary if you're staying here in this key area for an extended period of time, because we might experience a heavy drop in case people or institutions decide to take profit. Okay, next would be uh, DMC. SCC and DMC, I know, are owned by the same, or they're connected, I mean. So DMC already bounced. It touched the MA20. So good job for those people who may have entered very near the MA20 area. Okay, see this? So that is, 0.25. So that is your best entry level, 4.33. So just in case the price continues to fluctuate tomorrow and gives you a chance very near MA20, then that's a much better entry level. Overall, this is still at the low level, meaning at a cheaper level. And if you want to stay here long term or mid to long term, it's a perfect time to start accumulating. Okay, so the market has given you a chance when it dropped. Second day now. And in fact, this is for me already a confirmation that it rejected the MA20 line, which is, a bounce. Next one is MAC. MAC also retraced. Let's see. Now, where's my Fibonacci tool? Let's use this up to here. Oh, interesting. We're seated at 0.236 area, which is 520. That's a potential area of bounce. Okay, if it drops, then 5 peso and 486. But yeah, if we see a green candlestick by tomorrow in this key level over here, then it is respecting 520 or 0.236 level. So my suggestion is let it play the entire day, and then by end of the day you decide if 80% or you already have 80 to 90% of the picture. See if it will end higher than 0.236. That's our confirmation that it's indeed bouncing at that level. Otherwise, wait for it. If it breaks down, wait for it to drop up to 5 or up to 4.86. Overall, yeah, this too is already at a very cheap level. Wow, wow. At one point it reached 17 and we're now at the 5 peso area. So take note of those key levels I mentioned. Emperador, 85,000 on foreign buying. You have profit taking. So this is it established a resistance at the 10.04 level. My take on this is that let's wait for it to go back to the MA20, because second day this was your first sign, a doji right here, and then confirmed by October 27th performance, and then there's another one here. So I'm thinking this is already enough sign that it could probably rest for a while, and let us see if it will continue to drop. And once the price reaches 991 level, then that's a much better entry than where it is at right now. But it's really very near, you know. That's just 1%. So let us see if you'd like to haggle for a few cents. It's just very near your support. Okay. This is your interesting because the moment it breaks the 10.04, your next possible resistance would be here, 1037, and then next is here. Yeah. So 991, guys, that's the support. Okay, finally, I'd like to end this with Dito. Dito, I am thinking we will have, it'll rest for a while. Okay, that's my take on this. And provided, so we will still be in a bullish mode, right? If it'll continue to just move within this range. 6 peso, 6.05 would be the nearest support. So if it continues to move right at that key level, then we're still bullish there. I'm thinking we're just resting, waiting for that big moment or big news to come out, and then it'll push the price even higher. So we, personally, I have a position here, and I'm not exiting. My average is look at a good side in this stock, so I'm just waiting for some more opportunities where I could add more volume. But definitely this stock is going to rest for some time first. Okay, 6.05 is the support we're looking at. Changing, not no big news. What about here? Just take it easy, guys, on whatever you read in Instagrams, because some people are hyping, some people are already fighting. Philippines, one of the best performers. This is old news. Beware sa mga nagkakaroon ng fear. Overbought. Yeah, same thoughts. Yeah, nag-aaway na ba sila? Why sa yun yan? Naku, baka may mga umaway sa yun yan. Sinabi mo na overbought ang dito. I also said that some people will not feel good. Don't worry, guys. If the stock is really bullish, if it retraces or it dips, it's just fine. It's part of the game. So people are already profitable. That's why they're taking profit, and so price will go back. And we just have to identify key levels and take action on these key areas. If it's a support and you see some confirmation in the support, you see a possible or some signs that it will reverse, then you enter. right now the chart is telling us that there's a big chance that it is going to rest for some time. And if you're already profitable, your call. You can lock in some profit and use that buying power to add to or re-enter at a lower level. It's just that. So really you have to handle your emotions and see your you know where you are or what is your profile in this market. That way uh, you could take action and then you could position yourself better. So don't be too nervous. Don't act on emotions and impulse. Okay, so there you have it. I think that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. It's a bit late, but at least we are prepared for tomorrow's battle or action. Okay, in the meantime, thank you for watching and good night. Bye bye.